Hey guys, and welcome back to Regular Joe Gym, the gym for regular Joes who are not already professional powerlifters.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
All right, I figured I'd give you guys an update and some tips on the 3x3 heavy program. So as you can see, I have sweatshirt and hoodie on today, and the reason that is because it's a little chilly out this morning. Before any weightlifting program, you always, let me stress this again, you always want to get warmed up before you start throwing some weights around. And the reason is cold muscles will tear. So you always want to get warmed up, and you want to get your body temperature elevated before you start lifting. So it's always a good idea to do your warm up and some sweats and a hoodie or whatever to get your body temperature elevated. And then once you start feeling like you're pretty hot, maybe even to the point that you're about to start sweating, then you can start shedding those clothes off, and then you can really start getting to the lifting. All right, you'll probably notice that I have my deadlifting socks on. These socks have little rubber pads on them for traction when you're on the deadlift platform. Do not ever deadlift in regular socks, because you'll have zero traction and you will most likely slip your feet out from under you and kill yourself. So the reason there is a such thing as these deadlift socks is it puts your posture in a little more natural state. Most shoes, the heel is elevated, so that would, in a deadlifting position, that'll have you leaning slightly forward. So I always recommend getting a pair of these socks. Again, guys, always remember any exercise that you're doing, warm up with just the bar first, or or a super lightweight to get your body ready for it. You don't ever want to jump in, even though you've got your body temperature up and your muscles are feeling good. You don't want to just jump into a heavy weight. You want to do a couple warm up reps, even if it's just 1 or 2 reps, and keep stepping the weight up. All right, so I am 1 week left in the 3x3 program. So when I started the 3x3 program, I was only doing 3 sets of 3 with 285. And in the 3x3 program, you work out 3 times a week. So that way you have plenty of rest. The heavier you go, the more rest days that you need to have to recoup. I would start out, like on Monday, I started out with 285 for 3 sets of 3. And then what I would do is on Wednesday, I would try to step it up by 5 pounds, and I would do 290 for 3 sets of 3. And then on Friday, I would step it up 5 more pounds, and I would do 295 for 3 sets of 3. So I kept stepping it up, just a couple pounds at a time. And so I'm at the end. This is my last week of 3 sets of 3 before I start my hypertrophy training. I'm now at the 3 sets of 3 of 305. So I started at 285 and now I'm at 305. Now granted too, and like when I first started the 3x3 program, the 3 sets of 3 with 285 felt like it took my life. Like I was struggling so hard with 3 sets of 3 at 285 pounds. But by pushing myself to go that extra couple pounds each time, I'm up to 305 for 3 sets of 3. So today, this is my last week. I'm gonna try to up it one more time if I can, and I'm gonna attempt 3 sets of 3 with 310. Now, last month when I started the 3x3 program, my max, my 1 rep max was 315. So when I started the 3x3 program, my 1 rep max was 315, and I was only able to do 3 sets of 3 with 285. And just within 3 weeks, because I still have 1 week left, so just within 3 weeks of the 3x3 program, I went from 285 pounds for 3 sets of 3 to 305. So the 3x3 program definitely adds weight to your lift, for sure. Let's see if I can get 310 for 3 sets of 3 today without dying. All right, guys, so I'm pretty freaking stoked right now. That was 310 pounds for 3 reps, and it actually felt pretty good. So I'm excited, man. That means my 1 rep max has definitely come up in just 3 weeks. And I still have 1 more week of this program, so stay tuned, because 1 week from now, I'm gonna attempt a new max on deadlift, a new max on bench, and a new max on squats. Now, let me remind you on the squats, I worked my way back up to like 300 pounds on what's called powerlifting squats. And on powerlifting squats, as long as your hips drop lower than the top of your knees, you're good. That's as far as you need to go down. And that's what I made it up to 300 pounds on. But I decided to start doing Olympic squats, which is where you go all the way down. I'm talking, you literally drop as low as you can, as low as you physically can. And it is so much harder. Olympic squats is so much harder than powerlifting squats. So my 1 rep max has dropped exponentially, switching from powerlifting squats to Olympic squats. So don't expect to be impressed by my 1 rep max on Olympic squats, because they're gonna suck. I'm having to relearn squats all over again, because Olympic squats feel so different than powerlifting squats. So do not feel, you're not gonna be surprised by my squats, all right? They're gonna suck. But that's the whole point of it, is building up, right? So it'll be a nice benchmark for you guys to watch my squats increase now that I'm doing Olympics, But yeah, man, I'm super excited about the deadlift this morning. So literally 3 weeks ago, I could only deadlift 1 rep of 315, and it hurt. I was like struggling, and I just done 3 reps of 310. So I'm feeling pretty excited about that. But I still have 2 more sets to go. 2 more sets of 3 reps, so that's 6 more reps to go. Woo! I'm gonna be tired this morning. So we've established that the 3x3 program definitely improves your weight handling capabilities for sure, especially on deadlift. You guys may notice that my bench hasn't came up a whole lot, but I don't contribute that to the 3x3 program being, you know, a flaw. If you really want to maximize your gains on bench press, you have to be able to push yourself to the limit of muscle failure. And I'm down here by myself. I don't have someone to spot me. So I can't really push myself to that limit, because once I reach that limit, I don't have anyone to grab the weight for me. My bench has come up using the 3x3 program. 3 weeks ago when I started it, I was only able to do 3 sets of 3 with 200 pounds. And as you can see, I'm doing 3 sets of 3 with 215. So within 3 weeks, you know, my bench has come up by 15 pounds on the 3 sets of 3, which is good. It's really good. I feel like I was capable of more, of gaining more weight, but without someone to spot me, I can't really push to my 100% max to really get that full beneficial gain. So that's where a gym partner comes in for sure. But hey, I mean, even without being able to do that, the 3x3 program is definitely showing an improvement in my bench. So let's see how it does on my shoulder press. All right guys, so it looks like within 3 weeks, using the 3x3 program, my military press has went from 105 pounds to 120. So, pretty good improvement.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.